The Exeter attack on the Atlantic conveyor was different. Two Super étendards came in from behind, flew low beneath the fleet's radar, and fired on the merchantman from more than 20 miles away. It may be that the pilots thought that the vessel was a major warship, such as the Hermes, and the use of Exocet on this ship may be seen as a waste of the hard-to-come-by anti-ship missiles. But what is disturbing is that the Super étendard got that close without being detected until too late. The first the fleet knew about the Argentine jets was when it heard the pilots talking to each other by radio. For in the Commons, Mr. Knott has said that 10 more frigates and destroyers have joined the fleet during the past 2 days. And in terms of ships, the Coventry and the other 3 vessels that have gone to the bottom, Sheffield, Ardent and Antelope, have been replaced. In London it is pointed out that in spite of the concentrated air raids, the job of establishing the bridgehead has gone ahead on schedule. Furthermore, the Argentine airstrikes have been costly. Since the assault group went in last Friday, at least 44 Argentine planes have been shot down. As far as the Defence Ministry knows, only 1 pilot survived, and he's a prisoner.
One theme underlined in the Commons by Mr. John Knott was that the government was refusing to be deflected by any setbacks in the South Atlantic. True, he said, there'd been losses, and there might be more, but the government's resolve was undiminished. With details of how his statement was received, here's our parliamentary correspondent, Christopher Jones.
The House of Commons was in a mood of deep concern, deep determination, as the Speaker put it so exactly, a tense mood, and rightly so. But Mr. Knott himself, as well as giving the bad news, gave the House a spine-stiffening message of our successes. When a setback occurs, there is always a danger that it brings in train undue pessimism about the future, just as success sometimes creates needless euphoria. Neither are justified at the present time.
Not since the first Friday and the Saturday of this invasion, now 2 months ago, has the Commons been quite so quiveringly anxious to be told all that they could be told. And for men who spend their lives spinning words, this was one occasion when words seemed somehow to fail them. Mr. George Park, one of the Labour Coventry MPs.
Coventry City is about as far from the sea as it is possible to get in Britain. But over the years, there has been keen interest in HMS Coventry and her crew. And undoubtedly, the loss of the ship and those members who have given their lives will be keenly felt.
And Mr. Knott nodded in an eloquent agreement. It was quite obviously all he felt he could manage at that moment. Well, consensus demanded that the Argentine mainland must now be bombed. No, said Mr. Knott, not now, at any rate, that wouldn't achieve its object. The anger that sometimes erupts in the Commons out of tense emotions came when Mr. Andrew Foles, sacked this week by Mr. Foote from the Labour front bench for then defying the Labour general support for the government's Falklands policy, when Mr. Foles furiously argued with the Speaker, thundering at the Speaker and the Commons from the foot of the table, from the very mace itself, from where no member may ever speak about not being able to put his own points, and inevitably then being named by the Speaker.
I name the honourable gentleman for Wally. Order! Order! I name the honourable gentleman, Mr. Andrew Foles, the member for Wally.
And so, after a vote in which only 27 MPs supported him, Mr. Foles was ordered out of the Palace of Westminster for 5 sitting days. But long before that, Mr. Foles had swept from the chamber in high dramatic style as the doors crashed closed behind him.
Mr. Knott's theme